basically. It's one
But
of our
like,
favorite things.
we kind of like have got some of our friends that don't DJ and have nothing to do with electronic music and don't really like go to clubs or whatnot. We give them an opportunity to kind of put on their own show after ours.
Yeah. If you're a silly nerd that doesn't like going out, you can still party with us on the internet. We'll never be good enough, but we'll never stop getting better. It's pretty much the attitude I feel like you have to have if you want to succeed in this business. There's never a point where you can get comfortable or rest or think that you're good enough. Everyone around you that's serious about their job is constantly improving, and you have to be the same.
For the rest of the summer, the Tape Deck Bros are going to be playing every Monday at the Social. It's definitely a gig to get out and see, and it only costs $2 to get in. Let's check in now on Michelle and Gerard on the Twitterverse.
Hey, so we got a couple tweets in so far. First one's from Vixen66. Hey, just got a new webcam. Not gonna read the rest of that one on air. Brennan Henn says, can't wait to see Jeff the World. Jeff the World replied with, can't wait to see Brennan. Just for you guys that don't know, Jeff the World will be our special performance later on today. And speaking of performances, what's the score for Performance of the Year?
The score, or the tallied votes at this point, are at a deadlock for first between Keaton Evans and Laugh Happy. So keep those votes coming in, and hopefully we can break that.
Yep, and it's the Journal Live at Twitter.
Tweet, tweet, tweet.
Before I introduce our next guest, I just want to give a little backstory. For those of you that missed last week or saw it, Katie Balfour and Annabelle Fisher learned how to break dance with one of the break dancers from last week. And now Katie's directing this week's show, and I think this is her way of getting back at us. She has Jennifer Pullen teaching us today how to dance, and how many steps?
Go to 2 counts of 8.
2 counts of 8, so that's like...
It's only 16
like
counts.
16 moves, wow.
I'm ready. Let's
ready,
do it.
Jess? Yeah.
So before we get into the dancing, what type of dancing are we gonna be doing today?
We're going to be doing jazz with a slight hip hop style on it, so it's nice and easy. Don't worry about it.
Sounds intimidating.
Sounds intense, guys.
Yeah.
You ready to go?
Okay.
Really nice and simple.
Okay.
Remember to keep your knees bent, keep the weight down low for the whole thing. You ready? So
Okay.
starting with the right hand, you're going to keep your hands on your hips here. You're going to reach across and 1, and do it again with the other hand, and 2.
And that, okay.
Yep, got it.
That's pretty
6,
simple.
7, 8, and 1, and 2. And you're going to make a diagonal, nice and quick. Make a diagonal, taking your arms up, your hand's going to be there.
Diagonal, so, okay.
Sounds like
That's and 1 and 2, that's and on count of 3, bring it in. There you go, good job. So you've had and 1, and 2, and 3. On and 4, you're going to do your head, just going to move, and 4. Try and keep your whole body still, just move your head. There you go. And 4. And 5, you're going to step forward, bring your hands back to your hips, shoulders, and 6. Right one
and
first.
6, okay.
There you go. And 6. Step 7, you're going to be like you've been hitting the chest, step back 7. Do a full turn on 8.
Let's turn.
Do like a little move
That's
thing
just microphone
Okay, I
work.
thought you were trying to go all fancy.
If you want to go fancy, you can do whatever you want. Okay, let's do it again. 6,
from the
7, 8, and 1, and 2, and in, and head, step, shoulder, shoulder, drag, turn.
Turning,
Good
okay.
job.
I missed the turn, it's okay.
Good job. You ready to do the next bit? Or you want to do that again?
There's more.
Okay.
There is more.
let's
Only a
do
little
I
bit
thought that
more.
was it. I was like, oh my gosh, I
No,
can't.
no,
I
there's
did it.
more. Don't
It's
worry.
gonna be easier.
Yeah.
It's easier now. So you're going to jump out,
Making a
taking your
slide
legs apart, and you're going to whip, whip, whip.
Whip, whip.
Whip, whip. Girls can add a little hip in. You can do a hip as well if you want.
How about like
Use
Yeah,
your hips.
do
Come
that,
on.
do
We
that.
saw that
I don't wanna,
salsa
like-
dancing.
There you
We
go.
saw
We've
the
gone.
hips.
Whip, whip. You're gonna do a body roll.
Body roll.
Lady's gonna go down the body.
Gonna like
Just go beef it up. There you go. So you go whip, whip round the body. You're gonna do like a
Whip,
funky chicken
whip.
step.
Whip round the body.
There you go. You're gonna
I
go
like chicken.
pump, pump like a chicken.
Pump.
Kind of feminine.
You
Can I
can
just
man it
go
up.
like
There you
that
go. That's
kinda
good.
thing? Okay.
You're gonna go pump,
I
pump
like that
again,
better.
like you've been hitting the chest. You're gonna step back. You're gonna
Yeah.
look at the back, and then you look forward and give them some attitude.
Some attitude.
You're watching the journal.
The journal.
Should we try it from the beginning?
Live.
From the top.
Have you
Okay.
got it? This is gonna be the whole thing from the beginning.
All right.
Oh god.
You ready?
We'll try.
Okay,
Let's
we'll
try,
see.
Nigel.
6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2, up, in, and head. Step, shoulder, shoulder.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
Back, turn around.
Turning.
Whip,
Whip,
whip.
pump, pump.
Down the
Body
body.
roll.
Pump,
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 hit.
pump.
Yeah.
Hit, step.
Attitude.
And we look.
Attitude.
That's
Good
it,
job, guys.
That was it.
You feeling it?
I'm getting a little lightheaded here. Okay.
That was
So,
fun. That was really fun.
That was
While
good,
we,
guys.
yeah, that was really fun. Thanks a lot, Jennifer. But
Thank
while we keep
you.
learning how to dance, check out Taylor Sullivan's story on longboarding.
Today we are at the Ashbridges Bay skate park where we meet up with Brennan Hain and Fraser Wilson and talk about longboarding.
I'm Brennan Hain. I've been skateboarding for maybe 5 years. I've been longboarding for maybe 5 weeks, and it's really fun. Well, when I first started skating, I enjoyed it, but I couldn't really do any tricks, and I used it mainly just for getting around, and I found it was kind of difficult. And then my board snapped in half, so I was kind of like looking to buy a new one. And a few summers ago, I tried surfing, and I really enjoyed that. That was really fun. And I heard longboarding is a lot like surfing. The way you move on the board, you can get low, and the way you turn, it feels a lot like surfing. So I thought I'd opt out and go for the longboard this time.
Brennan mostly uses his longboard for traveling, from getting to the station to going to school.
All right, this is my longboard, made by a company called Land Yachts, and the board is called the Chief. It's actually a Canadian company. They make them out in Vancouver. It's 40 inches long, which is a lot bigger than a normal skateboard. I got bare trucks on here. They're really flexible, so you can do really hard, smooth turns. I got Hogs wheels. They're 76 millimeters wide, which is, again, bigger than skateboard wheels. But it's great for city travel because you just ride over everything. You don't even feel the sidewalk. The downside is you can't really do much tricks. You can't really ollie on this board. It's not a trick board, it's more of a travel board. And just kind of cruising around. You can do a couple surf tricks like carving and hanging 10 on the front. That's really fun.
Fraser has been skateboarding for 11 years. He shows off tricks that you can do on a regular skateboard compared to a longboard.
After work, get on the skateboard, just push around for an hour or so, but I also use it for transportation. But I don't know, streets around here are pretty gravelly and it's not the best for transportation, but it gets you around. Oh yeah, I've definitely seen like a huge resurgence of longboarding. Like, I mean, even 5 years ago, you almost never saw longboarders, and these days you see them all over the place. So yeah, I've definitely noticed a lot more longboarders these days. I've thought about it and I figured I'll switch over to longboarding when I'm too broken, battered, and scarred to do this anymore.
So you may not be able to do tricks on a skateboard, but love to cruise, then maybe you should try the longboard instead.